Sometimes the biggest lessons come from the simplest stories, and today we're diving into one of those, a powerful little parable that gets at a challenge we all face. How do we deal with the small, daily wear and tear on our character?
So let's just jump right in. The whole story revolves around this one big question, a question that was really troubling a man named Arif all day long. And his journey to find the answer is, well, surprisingly relatable for all of us.
Okay, so first, let's get inside our main character's head. Let's talk about the weight on Arif's mind, this feeling of being kind of overwhelmed by all the small imperfections that pop up in daily life.
Now, for Arif, this wasn't just some passing thought. No, this was something that was really eating at him, following him around his office all day, this deep, nagging worry about how to protect the purity of his soul.
And why was he so worried? Well, it's because he realized a pretty tough truth, that dozens of small mistakes, what the source material calls sins, they happen every single day. And man, they really start to add up.
And we're not talking about some huge, life-altering moral failures here. Not at all. It's the little stuff, like an unintentionally harsh word that just slips out when you're stressed. Or, that flash of impatience we all feel when things just aren't going our way. Or maybe it's that tiny little white lie you tell to avoid some minor hassle, right? These are the little nicks and scratches we seem to pick up every single day.
So here's the real problem that was bugging RF. It was a math problem, really. If you're getting dinged up every single day, how can a big repair job once a month or even once a year possibly keep you in good shape? The numbers just don't add up.
All right, so the workday is over, RF is heading home, still stewing on this problem. And this is where the story takes a turn, because the answer starts to show up in the most random place you could imagine.
So he's leaving work and his buddy offers him a ride. And when RF gets in the car, he's just blown away. I mean, this car is 3 years old, but it looks like it literally just drove off the lot. It is spotless.
So, of course, he's amazed. He turns to his friend and just asks him straight up, how in the world have you kept this car looking brand new for 3 whole years?
And listen to this, because the answer his friend gives, this is the light bulb moment for the entire story. It's so simple, but wow, is it powerful.
The secret wasn't some fancy, complicated maintenance plan. Nope, it all came down to one single thing: immediacy. As soon as there's a problem, he deals with it that very day. He just doesn't let the damage hang around. And bam! Just like that, in that one sentence about fixing a car, everything clicked for RF. The answer he'd been wrestling with all day just appeared.
It's funny. He was searching for some big, complicated spiritual answer, but he found it in the practical, everyday logic of car repair. He realized that the exact same principle could be applied directly to his soul.
And this is where the analogy just fits perfectly. Think about it. A little scratch or a dent on the car, that's like a small mistake, a harsh word. That immediate trip to the mechanic, that's immediate repentance, fixing what you did wrong. It's a perfect parallel. Okay, so let's step back from Arif's story for a second, because this isn't just about him. This is where this powerful metaphor becomes a really practical tool for all of us. So what is the maintenance of the soul? Really, it's about diligence, not drama. It's this practice of paying consistent, daily attention to our character, instead of waiting for a total breakdown that requires a massive fix. So how do you actually do this? Well, it's a pretty simple 3-step process. First, you just have to notice. You got to be aware of those little scratches as they happen. Second, you address it right then and there. Apologize, fix it, whatever it takes. And third, you maintain that habit. You make this daily self-correction just a normal part of your life. And this is so important, right? The point here is not to become perfect. It's not about never making a mistake again, because let's be real, that's impossible. The whole idea is to get really, really good at immediate repair. It's about dealing with those inevitable scratches of life before they ever get a chance to turn into rust. And that brings us right back to you right now. This isn't about some grand plan for next year or next month. The question is, how will you maintain your soul today? What's just one small scratch from your day that you can go and fix right now?